I'm opening this function module in a separate session. Okay. So here I'm exporting something value here. I underscore structure name, something value I'm passing. This value I'm exporting to the function module, right? So I'm exporting to the function module means in the function module it will import the value. Okay, it will import the value. So I'm clicking on the import tab, and here I underscore structure underscore name. Okay, so this is the I underscore structure underscore name. All right. And here DDO hyphen tab name. What is the data type for this one? DDO hyphen tab name means table name hyphen field name they are using here. I'm just opening that one here. So tab name. What is the data type for that one? Character 30 is there. Okay, character 30 is there. But CO underscore ST is there, right? So what is the data type for that one? Character 4 means I'm passing here character 4 data type and length, but here it is allowing character 30. So type conflict is coming here. Okay, type conflict. So whatever the function module, in the function module, whatever the data type and length are using, same data type and length we have to use for these variables also. Whatever we are passing the values. Okay, so for those internal tables or those work areas or those variables, we have to use same structure. Same structure means same data type and length. Here I am taking character 4, but it is taking here character 30. That is where it is going to dump here. Okay, so here character 30 is coming. So I will take character 30 only for that one. Okay, I will take character 30 in place of 4. I will take 30. Okay, character 30. Now save it, check it, activate it. Once again, execute it. Okay, 3 algebras 42, 3 algebras 15. I am clicking on execute button. If you see this one, the data is displaying like this. Okay, automatically purchase document, item number, something changed on short description, material, all the descriptions are coming here. Okay, all the descriptions are coming, and some rows and rows and columns are coming here. And here I want to sort this one in descending order. Just I'm clicking on that one. Here some sorting button is coming. Okay, sort in ascending data, sort in descending data of, and here one more thing, this is the list display, right? So in place of list display I will pass grid display also. Okay, so you don't write like this in real time. What will happen in list display and grid display, something values are different here. Okay, something importing exporting fields are different here, but whatever I'm passing the fields, that is same in a list display and grid display, but a few fields are different in list display and grid display. Okay, so I am just activating it. So if you want to call grid display, then once again you have to call that one. You just remove the list display function module, and once again you just call the grid display function module and pass the values. Okay, just activating it and executing it. Execute it. Okay, so grid display is displaying like this. Okay, so here purchase document number is coming. You just I'm clicking on this one, and here something sorting. I mean ascending order. This is a descending order. Okay, so 4 algebras 4 is coming up to 4 algebras 15. But I want to display the descending order. Select the column and click on descending here. So here the data is coming in the descending order 3 algebras 1 5, 3 algebras 1 4, and here data is not coming means the data is repeating here. Okay, if the data is repeat, it won't come here. Okay, 3 algebras 8 is coming, but here 3 algebras 8 is not coming, nothing is coming means 3 algebras 8 is repeating here, and the item number is different. Okay, 1 to 6 is there, item number 1 to 6 is there for 3 algebras 8. So first line the 3 algebras 8 is coming, but remaining 5 columns 3 algebras 8 is not coming. Okay, and uh, 3 algebras 7 is there, right? So I want to take that one only here. Okay, so I am just I'm selecting this column here, and here something filtering. Okay, select filter is there. Just click on that filter here and pass the value name here. Click on enter button. Only 3 algebra 7 only is coming here. Okay, only 3 algebra 7, and I don't want to filter now, so I am removing the filter. Okay, so I want to export all the data to the Excel sheet. Okay, here local file is there, click on that button. Okay, here unconverted XML. Okay, one more thing is there. No. Just now I'm taking the text tab with tabs button. Let us see. And here I'm passing the desktop. Okay, HJF I'm taking. Click on save button. I think it will. Okay, fine. HJF.txt. Click on save button. Click on generate. Hello. So where is the HJF here? HJF is not coming. Okay, this is HJF here. If I double click on this one, so the data is coming here. Okay, purchase document number, item number created on this, all data is coming here. And here this is the notepad, so you can save the data in the Excel sheet also. You can export the data to the Excel sheet also, but here I cannot open the Excel sheet. MS Office is not working in my system, so I cannot open that one. And here you can get one more option also for Excel sheet, but here it is not coming. I will check and I will let you know in the next class. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, can you repeat it once? This exporting.
Okay. See, I want to download the data into one notepad Excel sheet like that. At the time, the data is displaying like this. Automatically, I mean, SAP is providing one some buttons here. Okay, here one button is there. That is a local file. Just click on that button, and here text with tabs is coming here, right? So just select that one here and click on OK button. Here it is asking the location where we have to save this data. Okay, and here I'm selecting the file location. I'm clicking on the desktop and I'm providing the name as the hello or hi.txt. Okay, hi.txt I'm giving here. Click on save button. Click on generate. Click on allow button. Okay, the data is saved in hi. You can see the data in the notepad. Okay, in the same way you can download the data into Excel sheet or Word file like that also. But in my system I cannot open Excel sheet or Word file. That's why I'm not downloading that one. So these all things are given by ALV reports. Okay, so if you use the classical interactive, these all things are not possible. Okay, so by using ALV only, we can this is possible. Right now, so this is for I am displaying all the data from the table. Right now, what I will do? I will go for so if you want to display all fields information from any table, then not required to fill a field catalog, right? So I did not declare any field catalog. Okay, field catalog internal table. I did not fill any field catalog internal table. Just I'm calling the function module by passing the internal table name and current program name and the structure name. Okay, by passing these three things only, I'm displaying the data. Now I will use some. I will use something field catalog internal tables, right? So before that one, I will write some types here. Types begin of tv underscore ekpo. I'm taking a few fields from the ekpo table only. That's why I'm taking like this ebln type ekpo hyphen ebln. Okay, and eblp type ekpo hyphen eblp. and here ty also I will take, and here also I will take ty. Okay, I am just taking one types here. By using that type, I am declaring internal table and work area, and here constraint I am taking eq. This is not required now. Okay. Save it, check. This is also one work here, right? So in place of star, we have to pass only those fields. Okay. In the internal table, how many fields are there? So those fields only I have to take here. So I am copying and pasting the fields. Select. So these are all the fields. From EKPO into table, IT EKPO, where EBELN in S underscore EBELN, right? Save, check. Something problem is there. This is the warning here. Okay. Okay. Save it, check it, activate it. Okay. So you already know about this one, how to declare the internal tables, work areas, these all things you already know about this one. And here I will take something includes, okay, for declaration part and for selection screen part and for select, fetch data part. Okay. I will use some includes here. Include did incl alv1 dec. This is the declaration part. Declaration part. And one more thing, first of all I will save this one. Just double click on that one. Double click on this one. So I did not create this include till now, so I am creating now. Click on S button. Okay. 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 And here I am pasting the declaration, all the things. Okay. And I am activating the include here. One more include, that is for selection screen. Okay. Selection screen. Selection screen. So I will cut it here. Yes. Okay. 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 And I'm pasting here. Save. And before that one, I will do something lines and borders, right? So selection screen, begin of block. This is a pivot with frame title text hyphen 001. I did not create. I will create that one now. Okay. Selection screen, end of block pivot. Okay. Now save it, activate it, click on back button. Okay. Now one more include for fetch data, right? And here F data. I will take F data. Okay. Fetch data. Okay. Fetch data. I am double clicking on that one. Click on S button. This is the fetch data. Save and activate it. Now select query is coming. Okay. Select query is coming. Now I am writing a startup selection. Okay. Startup selection. This is the event. Okay. Classical report events. You can apply classical report events in ALV also. Okay. So I am writing the data. I am selecting the data here. So I am writing this select query, right? Here I will write one perform. Okay. Perform. Form name is fetch data. Okay. fetch data. Now what I will do, I will double click on this one. So fetch data is not available, so I am clicking on the S button. So where I want to declare this one, I want to declare the fetch data include. Click on OK button, and here form inform came here. Okay, form inform came here. Now what I will do, I will cut this one. Okay, cut this one, and I will paste here in this form and inform. I will paste here. Okay, activate. You come back. Okay, so by seeing of this program, only 4 lines or 5 lines data is there, but each and every line will contain some more data, some more code here. Okay, now so here I am declaring only 5 fields or 6 fields like that, right? So here I have to declare one field catalog. Okay, so declare the internal table work area additionally declare one extra internal table and work area for field catalog, right? So for that one, so in the declaration part, I have to declare one more internal table and work area, right? So internal table name is ITFCAT. Okay, field catalog. Okay, so for the field catalog, I am declaring the internal table like ITFCAT. That is not fixed here. You can take any name. Okay, I am taking FCAT, ITFCAT. Okay, type sys underscore t underscore fieldcat underscore LV. What is this one? Sys underscore t underscore fieldcat underscore LV. What is this one? Okay, this is one structure. Okay, this is one structure here. I will show you that one. FCAT like line of IT FCAT. So why I am declaring like this? IT FCAT type only I have taken here, and sys underscore t underscore fieldcat underscore LV I have taken here. Okay, so if you double click on that one, okay, if you double click on that one, you will get to know. I mean, types came here. Okay, types came here, and here sys underscore t underscore fieldcat underscore LV type sys underscore fieldcat underscore LV is coming. Just double click on that one, and here also it is coming two includes. Okay, two includes are coming. Just double click on that button, one button. Here we are getting different things, right? 1 minute. Okay, this one only. See here, it is containing some list of fields. Okay, it is containing some list of fields, and the type group is coming. Okay, type group is coming. So I will show you what is the type group here. Okay, so here some fields are coming. Field name, column position. Okay, and something tab name, currency. Something key is coming. Icon symbol. No sign, no zero. Okay, emphasize. So these all things, these all fields they are declaring. Okay, SAP is declared one structure. Okay, SAP is declared one structure in type group. So first of all, structure. Okay, in S11. In S11, you are declaring on structure by using EBLN, EBLP, and MATLAB or NETW or something structure you are declaring by S11. Okay, so you are declaring something with these 4 fields. Okay, fine. Now what I'm doing, so this type of things, okay, I'm declaring one structure here, right? But in my real time, I have to declare, okay, I have to declare some 6-7 internal tables. Okay, 6-7 internal tables, but these 6-7 internal tables I have to use in multiple programs. Okay, these 6-7 fields internal tables I have to use in multiple programs. At that time I cannot declare each and everything in a separate thing. Okay, in S11 I have to declare the structures, right? In S11 I have declared the structures I mean 7 times I have to declare, right? So instead of that one, they are binding. Okay, they are binding all the 6 or 7 structures into single one group. Okay, so they are binding 6, 7 structures into one single type group. Okay, so one group, that is the type group here. Okay, type group where it will come here. If you go to S11 transaction, okay, so if you want to create any structure, then what you have to do? You have to go for data type here and here, data st and type. I mean structure name you have to give here, right? So something I'm giving here, text one I'm taking here. Okay, click on copy button, create button here. See data element. I'm not creating any data element here. I'm creating structure, right? So this is for structure. That is okay. Structure means only one structure will available in that one. Okay, only one structure will available. Okay, I am discussing about table types. Sorry, a type group is there. Okay, type group is there. By using structure, only one structure you can declare in that one. Okay, a type group is there. What is the meaning of this one? So n number of, okay, for example, 10 structures are there. 10 structures I have to declare in one place. Okay, so that is type group here. Okay, in type group you can declare 10 structures in a single thing, in a single place. That is a type group here. So SAP is using one type group. SAP is created one type group, that is SLIS, SLIS, SLIS. Okay, so if you open this list, I will open this list in S11 here, SLIS, right? So in the type group, I am opening SLIS here. Just click on display button. So you can see here types, only types is there. Okay, only types. Types SLIS underscore T underscore list, SLIS underscore list type, SLIS underscore char1, SLIS underscore text party, or tab name, field name. These are all the types here. Okay, these are the types here. So if you see here, our type also will available. SLIS underscore sorry. Where is this one? SLIS underscore T underscore field catalog underscore ALV. If you see here, SLIS underscore T underscore field cat underscore ALV. Okay, so it is coming, it is declaring here. For example, our program is this one, right? What is our program? So this is our program, right? I am declaring the declaration like this. Okay, types begin of T1 underscore EKPO and list of fields I am declaring here. Okay, and after that one, here I am taking only one type here, but in real time we have to take 20-30 types here because 20-30 internal tables will participate in this program. So at that time we have to declare 20 or 30 types in this program. Okay, we have to declare 20 types in this program, right? So but those 20 types we can use in different programs also. Okay, in different program also. So one way is you have to declare these 20 types in every program. Okay, one way is we have to declare 20 types in each and every program. Okay, and one more way is we have to declare those 20 types in one single type group. Okay, we can declare those 20 types in single type group and we can use in 20 programs. Okay, here I'm giving something structure name here, SLIS underscore T underscore field cat underscore ALV. Okay, so in the same way, for example, I will create one SLIS here, then you can understand a little bit more. ZSJF I'm taking here. Okay, ZSJF I'm taking here a type group here and click on create button. Already defined as a data element. Okay, fine. This is the type group, right? ZTZ. Okay, fine. ZTest I'm taking. Click on create button. ZText already defined. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm just taking short description. This is for okay. This is the type group. Okay, type group. What is the meaning of this type group? I am declaring some n number of types in a single place. Okay, here I will use types begin of ty underscore ekpo or ekpo. Okay, and here ebln type ekpo hyphen ebln eblp type ekpo hyphen eblp and okay. So these fields only I am declaring in the program. So this one only, right? So I am declaring these things only in my type group here, and end of ty underscore ekpo. Okay, and I will declare one more types begin of ty underscore ekko ebln type ekko ebln view dat type ekko view dat bookers type ekko bookers end of ty underscore ekko. Okay, so in the same way I want to declare some more types here. Types begin of ty underscore mat mean begin of mare mat in a matner type mare hyphen matner matkl type mare hyphen matkl and okay. So I am declaring n number of types in a single place. Okay, in a single place. Okay, that is here type group. I am saving this one. Check this one. ZBAN is the current type pool must begin with prefix with ZBAN. Okay, understood. So here, so I am taking t underscore ekpo, right? But here one condition is there. Okay, so what is the type group name here? ZBAN, right? So whenever we are starting the type group name, type name, then we have to start with ZBAN only. Okay, ZBAN underscore ekpo, ZBAN underscore ekpo here, and ekko also. So what is the type name? The type name must have to start with the type group name. Okay, now save it, check it, activate. Something problem is there, right? BUDAT is not available. BUDAT, okay, fine. Save it, check it, act. MARA is not, that is okay, fine, no problem. Activate it. Okay, I am declaring, three structures, three types in single place. Okay, the single place. Now, what I will do? So this is the ZBAN, right? So I will go to our program. Okay, so this is our program, right? I won't declare like this. Okay, I won't declare like this. I will declare in this format. Okay, jetban ek PO is there, right? So for the type name IT underscore ekpo type table of jetban, and this one also. Okay, jetban underscore ekpo. Jetban is the type group name. In that type group, I am declaring one structure. Okay, jetban ekpo. Okay, here I am taking something 5 fields here. Okay, 5 fields now I want to declare in my program, right? So by using that type name, I am declaring the internal table and work areas here. Save and check it, activate it. There is no problem now. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, you can declare the structure types in the same program, or you can declare the types in the type group. Okay, some list of types I am declaring in one place. Okay, list of types I am declaring one place, that is type group here. Okay, by using the type group name, I am declaring the internal table name directly here. Okay, and here this is the internal table ITFcat I am taking here, and type slice underscore t underscore field cat I am taking like this. Why I am taking like that? Okay, so here we have to write type table of. Okay, we have to take type table of, but I am not writing like that. I am writing like type only. Why I am writing like that? And here same thing jetban ekpo is there, and here I am taking type table of I have taken. Okay, why I have taken like that? So if you double click on that one, okay, here they are declaring. Here they are declaring slice underscore t underscore field cat underscore lv type, the type name they are taking, and here occur 0 they are taking. Okay, occur 0. Then this is the internal table name as well as work area name. Okay, both names are same here. Okay, both names are same here, and here I am taking the internal table name. Okay, occur 0 means automatically first of all it will work like internal table. So I am using like this. So if we have doubt, type table of, just take it, type table of, save it, check it, activate it. There is no problem now. Okay, there is no problem now. Now activate it, click on back button, save it, check it. See, once you are declaring any internal table name or internal table or work areas by using type group, then we have to mention here type pools, type pool slice, and type pool jetban. Okay, so in the declaration part, I am using something type groups, right? So slice is coming here. Okay, slice is one type group, and jetban is one type group. By using these type groups, I am declaring the internal table and work area, right? So we have to mention that one in the starting of the program. Okay, so which type of type groups you are taking? Type pools, slice, type pools, jetban. Okay, so the type group name we have to mention here. Okay, now save it. Okay, fine, this is fine. Now I have to fill the internal table. Okay, so I am declaring one internal table and work area, and additionally declare one extra internal table work area for the field catalog. Okay, I am declaring the same thing here also. Okay, additionally I am declaring one internal table ITFcat type table of system score t underscore field cat underscore ALV, and work area also I am declaring. Okay, here like line of ITFcat. Okay, why I am taking like that? Here this is the internal table. Okay, this is the internal table. By using the internal table name, I want to declare work area. Okay, by using the internal table name, I want to declare the work area. At that time, you have to write like this: work area, fcat, like
Hello,
I have.
sir. I have doubts, sir.
Yes.
Sir, here you have declared one
group and you are commenting these types now, sir, and you are using type full ZBAN in the starting of the program.
Yes, yes.
So you have declared the type group are you. If you, for example, you did now, you think that you did not declare. If you don't, what the type group you did not create, at that time what you will do, you will not comment this now, sir. You will use only types list now in the program, type full list.
Yes, yes. So if we don't declare, then what will happen? Are you asking like that?
No, sir. My doubt is you have declared one type group as ZBAN,
Yes, yes.
right? Here you are taking. So for you have in that you have declared types begin of TY, some 3-4 types you have declared.
Yes, yes.
So for that you commented here and you have taken that type group in the starting of the program.
Yes, yes.
Right. Instead, if you I'm asking, like, if you would have not created the type group ZBAN, you will not be uncommenting this and you will not be using the type group in the program, right?
Yes, yes.
Only you will be using only one type group, right, sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, you understood or can I repeat, sir?
No, that's okay.
Sir,
See, I'm. Just continue.
My doubt is like you have created one type group, so you are using that type group ZBAN. If you have not created that type group ZBAN, you will be using only type groups lists now in the program.
Yes, yes. In this list,
You will not be using that ZBAN, no, am I?
No, we should not. No, we cannot use like that. So if we have created, then only we have to use ZBAN. If we don't create that ZBAN, then we cannot use this one here.
Oh, that's what my doubts. You have created, so if you are not created, there is no need of using, no, sir.
Yes, that's correct only. If we did not create that one, then we cannot declare like that. So I already declared. I already created the ZBAN. That's why I'm using here. I mean, there is a custom one. Okay, there is a custom.
So here, yeah. So here I could not see the screen properly. Some black and all, black color strikes and all is coming.
Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. The class will disconnect in 1 minute. So please reconnect it once again. The class will extend up to 8 or 8:10 like that. Is it okay now? Are you able to see my screen now? Or any other case have same problem?
Yes, sir.
I can see now.
Thank you. Okay. So if we created the type group, then only we have to use like that. Otherwise, it will throw error here. Okay, fine. Now, as mentioned here, so declare the internal table and work area. So I have declared already internal table and work area for fetching data. And after that one, additionally, declare one extra internal table and work area for field catalog, right? So for that same thing only, I am declaring one internal table, that is the ITFCAT type table of listens